The reason for which you are so angry and now issuing these vile threats do not exist. Inti wakumemu, you've hated me, you've been envious, you've been jealous for years.
The late Professor Fifi Atta Mills, former president Edema Oman Konkron Ghana. For 12 years in year still na Ghana for air deliberate and also mubobo Professor Atta Mills ni wo ne ho. Na busua eneno nwanyam for Kwaku Anyidoho, the loyal person for the late Professor Fifi Atta Mills ababonten. I will claim say no crown ne nkwa eda nsaniem. Both spiritual, physical, and legal nyina inini ne nkwa edansani ma enye asem ketwa sese ameka say die or the audio threat akwa akopie mu ewo IGP na kache esanso edi akwa akopie mu ewo Parliament House hwan ana threaten Kwaku Anyidoho hwan so aneku former president John Fifi Atta Mills adwo amatena si ye bedo so ko wonsem ni mu na ye hu na poso ne hu de ekoso ewo oman konkron Ghana. Fresh Gossip GH enie abusuya koso like your page, share, review, comment, and subscribe your page efama me. Oyo fofo na fe na wadwani enchering ne ya share so me say other board from fish sheet ana osoma sene. Mame fa wura insem ni abusuya me nka bi enhyemu ene insem bi trende e wo social media ne so ne nyina e ya sem bisa Ghana fo bebe na ebusa say who killed the late Professor John Fifi Atta Mills saying kanena oye Frankatuni Edema Endise Manyuku no sanso a former president Edema Oman Konkron Ghana. Obeka say enwada 12 years anniversary and as a celebration bi ekoso ewo Asumdue Park biaya a former president John Fifi Atta Mills ye pen no krabe and as ye sie no abusua enwada ukope ani kohwa nsemebena and course wo bra Kwaku Anyidoho ene Atta Mills na busua NDC gurus clash ye na kwakwa yemunga mu nyame afafia na nka die ebesi na no anapa yenka bi hyemu Kwaku Anyidoho de audio bi ababonten a odi expose Atta Mills wonya ne ba bi koni nua bema Samuel Atta Mills ayenka no ye mrahye bedwani wo Parliament House odi exposing what threat what they threat no Kwaku Anyidoho ne Kwaku Anyidoho eka with more evidence say sir Samuel Atta Mills ana sabio one former president John Mills&Mahama collide ye and some NDC guru bi ehihye ho na sabi former president wonya ne baby ko late Fifi Atta Mills omuyi ni fi ho allegedly abusuya me pese metna ha no dosu ko won samni bia ekoso social media no so me pese obeka mo ne bore mu Kwaku Anyidoho na kache ni audio de aba bonten ene nsebire no ode aba betudwa allegations awo ye edi etia Samuel Atta Mills Fifi Atta Mills ni nua bema na wodi ni juma ewo mrahye bedwafie ene report ni oso akwa ye de ma IGP ene Parliament House adekonti kura wode sa audio yi ekopie mu Parliament House ni na yekuti enfamra.
This morning, I listened to a voice clip on Joy News, Joy 6 a.m. News. Samuel Atta Mills, and I think I've sent it to your producer, so you can put the Jamun voice, okay? But you can listen.
Yeah, to me, Abo.
Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, in Samuel Atta Mills, or say Samuel Kwaku Anyidoho, we are all Samuel anyway. Or say Kwaku Anyidoho, as a legally, spiritually and physically, they will deal with me and eliminate me. Legally. Oh yeah, legally, physically.
Oh,
this is the MP for KEEA. No did John Mahama and Omukwa some Kenora. The oil or John Mahama. Already, my 8-year-old daughter died. Jifa Gunu has accused me of wanting to murder John
and yes, I'm sorry, the
good, but I'm saying that the same John Mahama, he didn't born, born. So I am going to make a formal complaint to the Ghana police.
Oh, me No Atta Mills, some Atta Mills, honorable. Well, make it BBC. What do you call John Dramani Mahonse?
And the funny thing is that the premise on which he is landing these threats to my life, and not only to my life but my family, or see me koye events, and I say see me koye events asumge. Manya some event be asumge back. So the reason for which you are so angry and now issuing these vile threats do not exist. Inti wakumemu, you've hated me, you've been envious, you've been jealous for years. Inti enedie, who the way beye event is saying excuse, but you see, and I'm a kind. Atta Mills, you have exposed yourself. The people of KEA today, this morning, are not going to be proud of you. If you go and lose that seat, one person will lose KEA seat. Of course, as a member of parliament, we shall also make a formal complaint to the Privileges Committee of Parliament, the Speaker Abel Badmin, to the Minority Caucus leader, and to my own Volta Region Caucus. This matter, Atta Mills, you've asked for it. And as we go forward, if you have the capacity to use spiritual and physical means to eliminate me, you say your brother died in your hands. And Yebia, did you use spiritual and physical means for your brother to die in your hands? So we now go for an inquest. Atta Mills, thank you for bringing this matter up, and we will now enter into it, and Ghanaians will know.
But more autopsy report.
Forget about it. That's, at this point, we don't need the autopsy report. We want an inquest. How did the president die in your hands? That's all. Forget about autopsy report, 12 years. We don't need that one again. We now go for an inquest. Your brother died in your hands. Because okay, said now saying family be called president who say one person. It is the same family that gathered yesterday. The same family that gathered yesterday who it's the time I know call president Hono. I then one bar of Jamaica said they're imposters. So they don't exist.
Papa na de na oben pa na obi bisa say say akra wo kasa you want an inquest into it na beba ame say ankasa ye hia say ye hwe de ekum papa Evans Fifi Atta Mills
Atta Mills our Senebra who on himself he died in my hands and the public records are there. He's threatening me with death, that he can use spiritual and physical means to eliminate me. We still don't know the cause of death of his brother who died in his hands. But if now he's telling us that he has the capacity,
Papa?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. So if the person in whose hands the president died says he has the capacity to use spiritual and physical means to eliminate Anyidoho, I am saying that you say the president died in your hands. For 12 years, you have been hiding the autopsy report. So, when the president died in your hands, did you use physical and spiritual means to eliminate him? Because you are now telling us that you have the capacity to do it. Master, and Abuano on Kawa, on finishing.
But me, unim
Kokudia. Not in 12 years ago, now 19 about this one. And half in a wooden lady.
Kwakwe bia omni masuma sembi efa ho a ebia ombeka bia ohbo ni wuru.
No problem, but the fact still remains is that the fact is that he has issued an open threat. If at advancements are now interview no. SABC is an asema woken. Do you know what you are talking about? I'll say yes. He's very much aware that he knows what he's talking about. They are going to use spiritual, physical, and legal means to eliminate me and deal with me. I've given you the voice. Play it for your listeners to hear this. Listen this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Kwa mama na wase pa na me strenya mpanso fa mama na media na da bia me dwen hu ne se 12 years on the bia
but 12 years on good. Now Enura BBC here and one assembly here. Since President Mills car baby every 24th July in Sobeto whether no be kusum be mu Enura for the first time ane mami ebusia sorry ye e ba sumdwe pak e be kai no e share no enyonyam yesterday the sun was up throughout the day.
Na ade na ensuanto.
Good. Wejaisu, he is now shining and resting in peace because his maternal bloodline has finally stood up to the plate and made it obvious to the whole world that this man is our son, and they have now woken up to properly honor him. For 11 years, now enia benumbi amuye jaba akatasa ebusuanyiso mukasa ebe chimwabi mukasa ebe ma police achimo na omanya sebe me nkasa me aginkwa ba omanya bofra kitu ebi a wa kire omo kwan bi omo nanti so a ene omo agi omo fa wudi
yewa
ye me kokwa Anyidoho, yes, but enyuma meto amiri obra ye se den ye mawa hweye na wan fa hwa ho ekwiche enyami yentu sa nyu tutan no mami
erugwa echase say
be ma wure mfi aha ma wure mfi onyami
firi mama ni nyina mo ema mo wure mfi yeah I sanu
dobra ye mama firi na
What mama?
I'm telling you, me to mama hu. E what me feye. Say na eye ya mama say fa hudie ni oje aba. And enne Ghana fo hu ebusu dom na busu hu say kwakwa Anyidoho. One man kan han bi o Ghana fo hu say na me ni asomdwe park. Enne same atamu say onyame obekumi. Ade na me de be hwa me hu. E oje na aba. Asida emudu enne mama twedi apo. Salvation has come. Salvation has come.
Okay.
Salvation has come. Redemption has come. Redemption has come. I am redeemed. I am redeemed and I am redeemed. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. I am redeemed, Kwame. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, answer now, but when me ma be yeah, na ka what book the tears of Atta Mills.
Well, I can do something. The tears of Atta Mills to be the tears of the Lord.
Because one of the set books so I think sixth form was Othello by William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I admire the book by how jealousy.
Yes.
Yeah. The theme of that book is jealousy.
A lot of Shakespeare's literature had what do you call it? Overriding and overarching themes of jealousy, envy, and hatred. That was it. I mean, that was Shakespeare's main theme. If it's Macbeth,
yeah,
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, Macbeth.
Yeah. I mean, Julius Caesar.
Much ado about nothing.
Look at, for example, Julius Caesar. Look at the way Brutus, Cassius, and Co just stabbed Caesar in the back. Say, you two Brutus. Too brute. Cassius, the young can but you
because a baby all describing Cassius, and Cassius is a mean man. Yeah. Suddenly he listened to music.
Papa, listen to music. He will liberate his wickedness and his soul. Cassius, but you two Brutus. Now,
baby, I am one say, a brana Bakuya Brutus, Egnan the Porchima, who's a conspirators neighbor. Who's Shakespeare personify conspiracy? Say, oh, that conspiracy, that even ashamed to open thy monstrous face even at night.
True. That's the personification of conspiracy. And
yeah, personification of conspiracy.
The personification of loyalty.
Loyalty. That we are see. We admire a foul loyalty to Professor John Van Atta Mills.
Loyalty now make us a personification of loyalty. I admire him his great sense of humor. I mean, he has a very great sense of humor.
Hey, what the concert in professional? What the concert in what they call professional?
Concert, master, it's a gift, master.
Yeah, to 20 kind concert.
It's good to listen to him in the morning.
Yeah.
Effort, but he likes it up the day. Which I don't that.
Yes, that's a part.
Abusiansam we bi anene no trendy e wo abefontin if the case is so na ka chiri adwakro mu mede esomo. Shanosma me say adabo full sheet and also ya sense ni kan e kan ye afi an wa join ye channel ya Mr. Wada so be subscribe channel yi e de ama me be like you believe you comment na share ama foforo nsa akabi nye pese bi nkominya abusuaso na ka chire adwa krum no mi di wusi mekra